Welcome to the Work Hates podcast. I'm Bron Lewis. This is Brady Blake. Everyone has a nightmare work story, whether it is a shitty boss, an awful workplace, or an insufferable colleague. And if you've had none of those things, chances are you're the problem.
You are the problem.
Yes.
Today we are joined by a comedian, country boy, and Rock Eisteddfod enthusiast, Laurence Driscoll, everybody.
Thank you. Oh my God, it's so great to be here.
Also, we said Rock Eisteddfod and you're like, yes.
I really did. I was about to step into my old unitard and just bust out some moves.
Oh
did you ever wear a unitard in Rock
No,
Eisteddfod?
I got called something that rhymes with unitard.
Yeah, I was unitarded as well, so it doesn't matter. But anyway.
Is a unitard like a onesie?
Yeah, so it's kind of like a wetsuit, but a lot more thinner and leaves a lot more to be desired.
Oh, really? You can see the shape
pretty much,
of everything?
Yeah, to the point where my teacher had to give me a pair of modesty shorts. But
we can see the outline of your cock.
Yeah, but I'm very open and honest about this. I am a grower, not a shower.
Okay.
And so I was like, I don't know what you're covering. Like, it's like a smooth little whisper down there.
It's like a little speed bump.
Yeah, like Ken doll. But
Dude, I would have whacked
Maybe
a potato
that's why
down
she
there or a
wanna
sock. Just
well,
puff it
yeah, I
out.
probably. Well, I did that once at Mardi Gras.
What did you put down there?
Did you?
Put a sock.
Did it come out?
I wasn't wearing a unitard. No, oh yeah, it actually did. I was in the parade and I was marching along and I had a pair of hot pants on and the sock worked its way out and was hanging halfway down my leg.
Oh,
It was trying to find its way back to your foot. It's rightful
where
place.
it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's right.
I nearly went on national television like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude.
Satellite went
Did anyone
down.
tell you? Did anyone go, ha ha, your sock's falling down?
No one did. I think it was just all in the whole, hubbub of Mardi Gras that people I think maybe they thought it was actually my dick.
I had to
Once you
pack.
go sock.
You never go back.
Yeah. And it's also like a real bad one as well, like an Explorer one that you got off construction site. It wasn't even a nice, clean one. I was doing an ad for Bonds and I had to be in my undies. And sorry, is anyone else here an underwear model?
Sorry,
I didn't think so.
Excuse me.
So I was playing Dustin Martin's fat, stupid brother.
Yes.
Good stuff. Nailed it.
Yeah, I heard about this and I watched them. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to. So they gave us, first day was bread for the wardrobe fitting, and the next day was like a chick's, what's that fucking chicken fillet?
Yeah.
For
They
their
had one of
boobs.
those because it's got to be like.
So you can't actually see
Look,
the outline of the
You can't see
dick.
paint, and there's a lady whose job is purely that.
Wow.
So she, before each take, she'd come and stare at your dick, and then sign off on it. And fuck, I thought it'd be
that's
arousing,
awful.
but no,
No.
And did Dusty have to do that as well?
Well, this is what was annoying. So I had the cup in, and I said, "Fucking these bloody cups are uncomfortable." And he's like, "What?" And I said, "Oh, just to." And he goes, "Oh no, I don't have one of those in." And I was like, "Must be nice." And
God, he's
did you
so
see the outline of his
impressive.
dick? I need to know.
no, it was because they were padded undies anyway, like got a nice shape. But he didn't have. Maybe he was just razzing me up.
Right.
But I was like, God damn it, he had the good bulge already. Me, he had to round it out. I reckon I was too much nut, not enough knob,
Too much scrote.
too much scrote.
When I was in that
I know
year
what you
5
mean.
or year 6, some of the girls were growing boobs, and everyone wore bras, but so many of us didn't have boobs yet. So I remember
Just pushing up skin.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Going to my friend's bathroom and wrapping up toilet paper and putting it in my sports bra, and it was pink toilet paper. In the 90s,
Oh,
where
yeah.
some toilet paper was
all
pink
that different
or
colours.
apricot.
Yeah. Blue and...
Yeah. And I went.
Why's my ass red raw? It's like, I've been using pink toilet paper.
Yeah, we've got this dye has seeped into your...
Yeah, I don't think it was good for you. And I was sitting on the front porch of my friend Jamie's house. Then I was in a white polo t-shirt. And then my friend said, "What's that pink? What's that pink there, Bron?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then there would have been 6 girls. And they all looked and they went, "Oh." And I remember this. I went, "Oh, I don't know." And then I just got up and I went, "I'm actually pretty busting." Went into the bathroom and just flushed them down the toilet. And
You come back up, why are your tits gone?
Yeah, it's totally...
I was hot with shame. I was so embarrassed.
Oh, it's lactating strawberry milk. Thank you.
Also, the double shame is like padded bra, but also you got the sweatiest titties that you're fucking just seeping into this paper and it's coming out.
Thing. I was awful.
Did
So
they caught on? They knew.
yeah, they instantly knew what it was.
Did they
were
tease
like-
you for it?
No, not to my face. They just would have.
Oh no! As soon as you're gone, though, it's like juicy Bron with its old toilet paper titties.
It's like when you fall over, and the room doesn't laugh. They all go, oh. It's way worse. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, but as soon as they go, they're like, "Do you see that fucking idiot go down? That was the best."
Exactly. You want everyone to laugh, and then it will be fine, and then you move on. But when they make it serious, you're like, okay, now I'm just really embarrassed. I hate myself so much. I hate being 12 years old. Oh my God. So I get it.
Yeah.
So, Lauren,
well, anyway.
I get back in.
I get what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah,
you got little dicks. We got little dicks. Whatever.
Hey,
together
grower,
we stand.
not a shower.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like it gets bigger. Okay, it gets better.
Yeah, it gets to a medium.
So, Laurence, I've known you for a long time. We started
Yes.
comedy together, basically.
Yeah.
So I met Laurence. I'm going to tell you this, Brittany. I met Laurence at Dirty Secrets. Do you remember?
Illustrious.
Dirty Secrets. I used to run Dirty Secrets.
Did
Did you?
you?
God, you've run heaps of gigs.
Yeah, back in the day, maybe like 8 years ago. Got
Really?
passed on to many people, and I
Yeah, it
had it
has.
for
It's really-
long time, and it's never gotten better.
So do you reckon you made it
I
better
think we-
at all?
No.
We were at the peak of Dirty
I think
Secret.
we were at the bottom. I can't imagine it getting worse than what it was.
The only thing I did was I put a sound, so you could have the sound operated from the back. I put a big sound cable in for them, and I got a better light.
Okay, so we were there.
They
when
had a
that-
sound operator. I didn't even.
No, a
That
cable.
Oh,
Still a
ca-
guy.
oh,
no,
okay.
Cable.
3.5 mil.
Was that's still at the back, or is
Yeah,
it?
it's at the back.
Fuck. Okay,
Yeah, so
Jesus,
I
I didn't
think
really
there
pay any
was
attention.
one. I think it was at the back when we went.
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
that big ass air conditioner on the stage.
Yeah,
We went there.
it was a fire hazard. Like if we would have all died,
so
and probably best.
Yeah.
Honestly, it would have been
a fucking
Darwinism.
match to the whole place.
Let them all burn. Do not lock the door. They're all
That's
yuck.
the only gig, the only time we ever got that room full was one night Sam Pang agreed to come.
Oh wow!
To Dirty Secrets, and he's like, "You just can't tell anyone." We told everyone. That was coming out like Sam Pang's coming in, and people were like, "What the fuck?" And like it was full.
Wow.
I'm like, "This is really gonna turn around." He blew the roof off.
Yeah.
Next week, no one came. Like Sam, you're not free, are you?
Just come every week. No big deal.
We
No big
need
deal.
this dude.
Yeah, they could do a residency. Celine Dion does them all the time. What's a big deal, mate?
Oh, you
Come
think you're
on.
better than this 4-seater basement?
It is.
We've got a
grim down
cord
there.
to the sound system.
Yeah, there's a cord back all the way to the back.
You bring your
Margaret said.
iPhone. Bring an iPod. We can plug it in.
When Laurence and I started there was run by this guy. I was going to say young. I don't actually. He's one of those people that's ageless. Run by this guy who lived in Adelaide, but he would catch a Greyhound bus to Melbourne every week to do.
Is
the
this
show.
Hungry Jack's comedy?
Yes.
The guy who thought it'd be a great
God
idea to
bless
start
him.
Yeah.
God bless
gig
him.
at Hungry Jack's? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless
He
his
ran
heart.
it.
He
So that's
ran
the
it.
type of caliber
Yeah.
of room runners.
Yes, you and him. I can't tell
Yeah,
the difference. Honestly.
absolutely.
Could not tell the
Straight
He's
difference.
a
after
nice
you.
guy that loves comedy.
He does love
You
comedy.
got Sam Pang. Yeah.
I did get. Did he get pangy? I got pangy.
Oh, he got us, and honestly, I don't think anyone won there. But it was one of my first ever gigs, and I said, I turned up, and I'd sent him a message earlier in the week, this guy, and I said, hey, can I be on early?
God, so demanding this
No,
early.
Really,
This
she
already-
hasn't even
Because he
started.
said,
Right.
listen to me.
Anyway.
God, he
Sorry,
said,
Bron.
Bron's
put in
talking.
your
Everyone be quiet.
requests. If anyone has requests, put them in now. I thought, wow, that's almost like he wants a request. So I sent him a message and said, hey, mate, it'd be great if I could be on early. Because it wasn't even that I had to get home. I just was so nervous about every single gig at that point, that early in my career, that just like the dread of sitting there and watching the people bomb, and you're like, oh my God, I'm next. It's like just watching everyone get like, slaughtered, and you're like, fuck, I'm coming up. It's going to be me any second.
And this is before you, because then you moved to Brisbane after this, by the way.
Yes.
It's just, okay, great. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did
yeah.
actually start in Melbourne.
Yeah, I did start
Yeah.
here. Yeah. And then,
I was probably on the TV when you were doing those gigs.
yeah, no, you probably were, mate. You probably
Hanging out with
were.
Sam Pang.
Yeah, but
I
look
mean
who-
Sam Pang having champagne. Or Pangy, as I call him.
Sorry,
okay, sorry.
apologies.
First name basis,
Yeah.
sort of. Pangs.
So I got there. I got there half an hour early as well. I thought I'm really going to show this guy that I'm professional, because I thought at this point that he was, a room runner.
Yeah.
It was a room. It was a
It was a
serious
paid
one.
gig. $10, was it?
When I was on the fucking,
$5.
when I was on
Yeah.
the
It
watch.
was $5, but sometimes he would give people. It was all in envelopes.
An empty envelope.
Sometimes he would give people empty envelopes, so you wouldn't find out he didn't pay you till you got to the
That's
car.
a right. So you bomb twice. You bomb once on stage, and in a car park, you're like, at least I can go buy a large chips. No,
No, you cannot. So
Open it in front of him. I would do that.
Open it in front of
Yeah.
No,
I know.
contract.
he paid me $5, but I had heard like other people going, "Is your envelope empty as well?" I was like, "No, oh my god."
God.
You can use the envelope. I haven't stamped it. You could send a nice letter to someone.
Because he had no money because no one was coming. Anyway, I got there half an hour early, and I was like, "Okay, so what's the lineup?" And he said, "Just relax. I'll let everyone know the lineup when they come." So he had the lineup sorted, but he wouldn't show it to me until enough people had turned up. Like he was doing like this big production of it. Like, here's like 3 brackets. Each bracket had at least 10 comedians in it.
Oh my god!
And I was on the last bracket. I was like, so.
But were you at least at the front of that bracket?
I don't think so. I don't think so. And so I was like, what? So why am I still here? And he was like, oh, well, it's just how it works, and I know these guys better than I know you, and you're new, and I just need to make sure that you're serious by sticking around. He made all these arbitrary rules, and I was like, I never want to do this gig again. Anyway, I did, and I did it with you, Laurence. And when Laurence got up on stage, and he said, "I'm from the Riverina," and I'm from the Riverina, so I was like, holy moly! And not only was I impressed by him, but he had a camera crew with him.
Yes.
Someone was doing a documentary.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
That's actually that documentary never got made.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
What was this documentary about?
This guy who's a friend of a friend said, I wanted to make a documentary about people who are doing like interesting things and like changing their lives. And I was like, yeah, sure. And like,
when they go to this open mic,
I
they're
know,
like,
totally.
like, we're going to burn
fucking
the hard
dirty
drives.
secrets. I know. Yeah, exactly. I reckon afterwards they were like, I don't think he's changing it enough. Like, I think
He's making it worse.
like he came to my house and then I had to like he was filming me like getting ready and like cooking.
Yeah, there's some red flags here. Can you see this? As you
Are
say,
you
this
sure
out
this
loud.
wasn't just one guy and he's just like, yeah, I'm just going to get I like a lot of shower content and maybe I'll just get in there with you because I feel like you're missing a spot on your back. Anyways, going live. Can I cape your shoes?
It kind of was a little bit like that. There was a moment where I thought, I don't know whether you need to get me out of my clothes and then and he was like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you like stand there and then like click your fingers and then you're dressed? But then he filmed me getting dressed. It was very strange and never saw that documentary.
No, that's
I
really
have that
dodgy.
documentary.
No, that's dodgy.
Like had me mic'd up and everything, but it looked very professional.
Yeah, it did.
And she was obviously impressed and
I was.
thought that I was
You were on casting couch.
professional.
Well, I thought you were famous because I was like,
I mean, I fucked him afterwards. So
yeah.
that's a lady like
If
to
someone's
do.
keen, I'm
Totally,
in.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I need is just an okay.
But I thought you were famous because you were so funny. You were by far the funniest on the whole lineup, and you were.
Not hard at Dirty
I mean, it
Secrets.
wasn't
It's
that hard.
fine.
Let's
Yeah,
be
it's fine.
honest.
What, you're funnier
But
than
really
the
funny.
large air conditioner at the back? Whoa, in the background?
No, it
Oh,
was,
I don't think so,
And
actually.
you had a camera, so I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to stick with this. I remember leaving the gig, sending Claire Hooper a message
that's right.
and said, I've got a new best friend. And she said, we've got a new best friend. What's their name? And I was like, it's Laurence Driscoll.
Okay.
No.
Did you send that to Claire about me when we met for the first time? Actually, no. You slagged me off the first time.
Yeah, I
We
did.
met, yeah.
And
I got a phone
so
with
that's how I
friends
met
anyway.
Laurence. And then since then we did a lot of comedy together, and I moved away. And so we've stayed really good friends.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
we-
don't know about
hey, we
that.
stayed
but
best friends.
Yeah,
She keeps
she's
saying best friend.
We
but-
stayed
Yeah, I
best
don't know.
friend. Like you'd
It's
say
weird.
best friends.
Were you
Like,
at a 40th on the weekend?
I didn't have a 40th on the weekend, you fucking idiot.
What was it?
39th.
Oh,
Her
sorry.
latest
Sorry.
30th
Were you at?
birthday. Yes, I was.
Didn't get an invite.
Yes, you did. You were away.
Yeah.
Lucas said he invited you. I said, you invite
don't
Brett?
remember
And
it.
he goes, yeah, I invited Brett. He's away. And I said, okay, I'll wait for his birthday message.
Well,
Did it come?
I actually did message you the next day. And then
Not my
'cause
birthday, was it?
And guess who else's birthday I forgot? Now there's my dad's. Because
Yeah.
you're both July 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
And Mum rang me the night before going, make sure you met. I was like, yeah, I've written in the calendar this year. I'm not an idiot. And then it was like 8:30 and I was like, happy birthday. And he's like, doesn't count if your mum has to tell you because Mum had to text me. And I was like,
It's true.
that's true.
Did your brother remember?
He's still away on his 40th, which I also was not invited to.
Yeah, what happened?
What's
I'm
wrong
sure
with
you've
me?
talked
Am I
about
the
that,
problem?
but
Yeah.
I
that's-
reckon.
Wow. You weren't invited on your brother's 40th
it's
birthday
really
party?
sad.
You talked about this already, haven't you?
No, I haven't. No, he had
It's really
he goes to. I said, "Oh man, you're turning 40 this year." He's like, "Yeah, I've got a big party planned in Bali, or when we're having dinner or beer or something." He's like, "Yeah, I've invited all my friends and stuff." And then not till I didn't really click. And then I looked at the his thing is like he's got all his mates in Bali. They've all hired villas. He's like 20 mates.
Yeah.
All the boys for my 40th. I was like, would have been nice just to have an invite, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You sent me. He sent me a
hell.
Brady sent me a text. Me like, oh, my brother's just celebrating his 40th. Don't worry, I didn't get invited. And usually I make fun of Brett. It's very fun and really easy.
No, but that's what the joke was because like Bron, Bron, you love it.
I do love it, but that broke my heart. How do you not get invited to your only brother's?
Well, knowing my
40th?
memory as well, he could have invited me.
He didn't.
And I'd forgotten.
So he actually
Knowing what
did.
I know about him,
No.
he didn't.
No, but I was like, fuck. That's anyway.
Anyway, that is what. But
Wow.
so Laurence, you've been doing comedy for how
Yes.
long?
So look, on and off, probably since like 2006, but mostly off.
Yes.
Then on. Because I sort of started and was like, oh yeah, I called myself a bit of a boutique comedian where I would do like only comedy competitions, like raw comedy. And then there was another comedy competition in Sydney called Comedy at the Rocks, and I won that.
know Comedy on the Rocks, yeah.
Yeah.
You won it.
I won the inaugural Comedy on the Rocks, won $5,000. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
And then
No wonder you're only doing these competitions winning $5,000. That's more than I've ever made from comedy collectively.
probably
At Dirty Secrets, you win an envelope.
Yeah, an empty one.
but so I kind of, and then I think I did a gig that really burned me and thought, oh, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Like it was literally once bitten, twice shy sort of stuff. And it was a corporate gig. Oh, I've told you about this. I think I have.
Do you know I love it?
Yeah, of course.
I'd listen to this story every day for the rest of my life.
I'm very excited to hear.
Like I worked for Belvoir Street Theatre. Have you heard of Belvoir Street Theatre? It's like Sydney Theatre Company and then Belvoir Street Theatre. They sort of vie for the prestige of theatre in Sydney.
Very serious
Kate
theatre
Blanchett
people.
has performed, and Jeffrey Rush and all the rest. So I worked in the box office, and I thought, I was friends with one of the women in the finance team, and she said, oh, we've got our Christmas party coming up. You've done comedy. And I had done 5 gigs at that stage. And she said, why don't you do some comedy at our Christmas party?
With these are your work colleagues, by the way.
Yeah, so at this stage I thought it was just going to be box office team and then the back, like the HR
Techies.
lady, the tech people. Yeah. Oh, no. It was the full, like the whole, all of the actors from the whole year, the creme de la creme of Sydney's theatre. Like
elitist people,
they were like, there are actors that I still see on television today and go, oh, you were there.
Oh
my God.
Dude. And also, when you're out there, I should have charged heaps more for this.
Yes. Do you remember how much they gave you?
They didn't give me anything.
Oh no!
It was at my Christmas party as well. Like it was like I remember just kind of going, I don't know whether this is a good idea, but I was like, I've done 5 gigs. Of course I'm ready for corporate.
Yeah.
I am ready for a corporate gig.
I'm ready for a free gig.
Absolutely.
Corporate.
And so,
10
my
grand if I'm
God.
gonna die.
So I stood up on the stage.
So when you walked in and you noticed everyone, were you wanting to just turn around and leave?
A little bit of, I kind of was, but also I still had that just bravado of like, I won that competition.
Yeah, I'm actually really good at
which
this.
was in front
Yes.
of all of my friends. Like it was a stacked
still.
fucking audience. So yeah, well, exactly. But anyway, so the place was completely lit. Like there was no spotlight. There was a sort of a stage. There wasn't really a microphone. There was a lectern.
Yes.
Lectern. And I like
perfect for stand-up.
absolutely. Yeah. You just oh my God. I felt
I
like
walk
Ava
away. If there's
Peron
only
at
a
a
lectern,
moment.
I'm like, no, it's not in my contract. Bye. I've walked away from one. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Bye.
So I got on stage. Oh my God. And I walked up to an introduction that just said, like literally leaning into the lectern and went, and now Laurence wants to do some comedy. And I was like, I didn't want to do some fucking comedy.
Also, it's your feel like you've begged, like, please.
Yeah. I've been like,
I guess we'll make Laurence, and they're like, oh god.
Like, there's
these
a
fucking-
Make-A-Wish kid out the front. Let him have a go.
all United people had to go throughout the year. Now it's my fucking turn.
Like a bit of a main character going on over here. But not
it was
even like,
just-
hey, welcome to box office stuff. Just won an award.
Nothing.
Whoa.
Nothing. Not even like, you guys, like, you've performed for us. Now it's time for, nothing
just
like
make it
that.
fun.
It's like,
Anything.
now Laurence wants to speak. And I was like, oh, God. And I remember walking up and to clap like this.
Oh.
It's just Jeffrey Rush as well. You're like, oh, this is a nightmare.
And he's clapping a very young waiter.
Yeah. I was going to say, his hands are normally busy, old Jeffrey Rush. Like you got a clap out of him. Hands down the front of your trousers. You want to go in the industry, do you, sweetheart?
No.
Come on, he's an Australian icon. He can't be a sex pest.
Didn't we put him on a stamp?
Did
He
we?
was on a stamp. He was on a stamp with Nicole.
He loves being licked on the back.
Self-adhesive, actually.
But how did no one suspect that? Like, there's got to be one of the
Well,
creepiest looking fellows
yeah, I know.
in the world. The way he
Yeah,
talks,
everyone's
the way
like
he
Jeffrey
moves.
Rush and Jimmy Savile. You're like, I've got to stop
Oh,
saying Jimmy.
totally.
Every episode I'm bringing up Jimmy Savile. I don't know
obsessed
why.
with Jimmy Savile.
I'm obsessed with that
Said we
documentary.
were
It
going to
was-
talk about pedophiles.
Oh my God. Oh, that's right. We did.
We're
Yes,
not,
we
we're
did.
not doing it. That's,
We did.
we're banned. Break your band.
I didn't bring up Savile,
You
did I?
So anyway,
Sorry.
I did the set, my set, and like I mean like 4 or 5 people laughed. And there was this one particular actress who's still on television. I will not say her name. Or can I say her name?
Yeah.
Should I say her name?
Yeah, no one's going to.
But this is the other thing. Like you would say her name, and people go, "Who?" But if you would know her face if you saw her face. Leanna Walsman.
No.
She was in Looking for Alibrandi. She's been in like loads of.
What was she in Looking for Alibrandi?
She was the model in Looking for Alibrandi.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, now I got it.
Okay, you don't know.
No.
Shut up.
Yep.
No. But anyway, so she has this like just particular look.
Yeah.
Whenever she was like I don't know, she has this like I call it the mole face look when
Yep, I
she's
know
just
exactly
like
what you mean.
Unimpressed.
Yeah.
and she was stood right where that camera was and just going
Oh no.
the whole time. And I walked off the stage, which wasn't even a stage. And then it was my Christmas party. I was like there to like eat
Have fun.
the prawns and stuff. And I just walked out and just kept walking home.
All the way into the ocean.
All the way.
And I became a
All the
prawn.
way into
and
traffic.
That was my first job.
But did you? What about when you? One part I love about this story, which you left out, maybe
sorry,
on purpose.
did I?
That's okay. Is when you did the joke about what Milberlong means.
Oh, yeah. And there was an Indigenous actress in the... Yeah, so I...
So what's a Milbur?
So Milberlong is where I'm from. It's a small town in southern New South Wales. It's an Indigenous word that means place of many homophobic cunts.
Right.
And there was an Indigenous actress who did not laugh.
But you
at
made eye
that.
contact with her.
Oh, I made eye
right at
contact
that
with her
time.
right at that moment, and she just kind of went.
Oh God.
Also, like to me as well, what the scarier part is, like those theatre types,
Theatre type.
thespians.
Thespians.
They take themselves so fucking serious, and all their job is wearing a stupid little hat and some glasses and reading other people's words because their thoughts and opinions aren't valuable or interesting or insightful at all. And then those cunts would be like, "Oh, look at you having a go with your own
Yeah.
unique
Lowbrow.
ideas. Oh,
Yeah.
that's below me." You're like, "Yeah, your dad owns a super yacht. Fuck off, you rich cunt." Sorry, I hate all theatre kids. Anyway,
Where were you that night?
I
You
would
would
have
have been
had that.
incredible, and
Yeah.
like just talk me down off that ledge, because then I literally went, "Nah, not doing comedy ever again." And then
Oh,
it
that
probably
sucks.
took about 10 or 15 years for me
Yeah,
to
it's a
finally.
big gap. That's a
they
big.
Get back on
ruin your
stage.
hopes and
Yeah.
dreams.
Absolutely,
That's not nice.
yeah. It was anyway. Look,
But where were your friends? Where were the box office team?
well,
Were
they were
you-
there, and they were. I don't know. I could hear some laughter, but then I remember going to work the next week, and there was a guy who was also an actor who worked in the box office. So like there was like this hierarchy of like there were obviously people who worked in the main productions, but then there were people who were, struggling actors working in the box office. And I remember getting into work, and he said, "Oh, yeah, saw your set," and I was like, "Okay," and he just went,
Oh
"Yeah."
no! what a bitch.
Dude, also it's like,
fucking bitch.
man, I said this on the last episode as well, is you can't really hate someone having a go. You know what I mean? Yeah. And also if someone is having a go at something, and even if that circumstance is like, Alex was doing a charity gig for this, women who had been abused or whatever, you think you would bomb at a gig like that, you think you're more likely to get around it, like, hey guys, that's fucking Laurence, let's go.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And if you at the 15-minute mark, if you're still bombing, I'd be like, boo, get off. But 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, just give them a go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That the longest 5 minutes of your life.
Totally. And then I think what the other thing was when I got off, like when you get off the stage and people go, oh, that was great.
Yes.
Like literally people just turned away from me and I was like,
oh, you got the stank on you. Oh, I've had that one before. No eye contact on the way out.
You
Thank
must
you.
have wanted to quit your job. You're like, I'm never coming back there ever again.
Well,
I would not have come back to that workplace. I would have been like, I can't. But also, good on you, because I bombed on a cruise.
That takes a lot of guts to
I bombed on a cruise ship, one of my worst ones ever, and I had to live on there for the next 7 days. So I know exactly how you feel. I was scurrying through the engineer's bay to get to the fucking food, so people wouldn't make eye contact with me. I was down there, I was checking the dipstick. I was like, how do I get to the food? And then I was eating at the engineers' quarters because they're like, I found a little kitchen with all these Filipino guys, and they were cooking like full fish. It was the rankest, weirdest food I've ever seen. But I was like, I'm not going to the buffet, and I was just eating with them. And even they're like, can we get this fucking loser out of here?
Yeah, this is our food. You know how much money we've got? None.
Yeah.
Can you just stop eating our food? We send all our money back to our families.
Fucking
hell. We're on like below the poverty line wage.
I'm fucking there with a mothball's one of them.
I bombed on a cruise ship once. I did. It wasn't an explosive bomb, but it was nowhere near. I've only done 2 cruises. The first cruise I did, it was so easy. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a walk in the park. I can't believe how easy this is. The second one I did, I did not have the same experience. And it was the first night of the cruise, so whether they were tired or that I just didn't do well, and I was like, okay, all right, whatever. And then I came backstage and I said to Hoops, that was awful. She was like, don't worry about it. It's the first night. Who cares? No one will remember it. But then we had the buffet the next day.
Oh no.
A few people came over nodding at me like, like, oh, hello, because they recognised me. I was like, oh, no. And then this one woman came over and went, do you know what?
Oh no.
I thought you were pretty good. Okay, I don't care what they said. I thought you were pretty good. I was like,
loudly as well.
Yeah. I was like, okay, thank you so much.
Just everyone else thinks you shit.
But 99.9% of the general consensus.
That's one person.
Like, that's all you need,
That's
right?
all you got to do.
I was like, you dumb fat fuck, get away from me.
She was just trying to get you away from the buffet. One less mouth. If I say something fuck to her, she'll nick off.
She'll go down to the engineer place with that loser with the mullet eating the poor people's food.
Dude, and that cruise ship as well, not only did I bomb, I clogged the toilet like 5 times on the cruise ship.
Fuck those fish. Jesus. What were they feeding you?
It was bloody full of fibre. Give it a hot tip. No, because no one told me on cruise ship, because cruise ship, the crew quarter is like worse plumbing or whatever. No one tells you this. When you do a shit on a cruise ship on some of the boats, you do a shit, you flush. You wipe, you flush. You flush like 3. It's a 3-step process.
What is it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing big shits.
Ew.
So I clogged the toilet 5 times in a row, and every time the engineer guy, who I was also stealing food from, had to come and unclog it. And then it got to the point where it was the 5th time, and everyone, even the crew, were like, this guy sucks at comedy and he's clogging the fucking toilet. I've got like 4 coat hangers and just started unplugging the toilet myself. I was like, it is way easier, and it didn't work. I flooded the bathroom, had to get the engineer again. And then this time there was a coat hanger in there, and he's like, why is there a coat? I was like, I was trying to fix the fucking plumbing.
Oh my God, that poor engineer, because not only, like, it's such a cruel twist. Not only are you stealing his food, but then you are shitting that food out and then making him clean it up.
Well,
there's your food, mate.
If it was of lower quality, it'd be a lot easier to flush. But you've made a good meal, so it's quite sturdy and rigid.
I mean, you could have paid him back by doing some comedy, because apparently you absolutely tore the roof off that ship.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, they actually have sunk that vessel since, so the soul of Brett Blake is gone. Oh, the
Why
aria.
do they make the toilets not so good for the crew?
They just got the older boats who are from like some of the 80s ones have got a different system, and they're very like they can get clogged easy.
What happened? So have you watched the Netflix documentary Poop Cruise?
No.
Have you watched that? What happened on it? Why is it called the Poop Cruise?
It's pretty much exact. It's what it's on the carton. I think basically what happened is like the power goes down, which means the plumbing system can't be sucked. So everything started leaking out, and then they were making everyone shit into bags. So then they could correctly dispose of, but they couldn't get the power back on, so they couldn't really move all these people. So I don't know how.
So the cruise wasn't moving. It wasn't.
No.
It was
And then
stuck.
people are like, I'm not shitting in the bag, and then sewage is coming out of everywhere.
Yeah.
So people are just shitting in bins and like, because you've got to go to the bathroom. But if you imagine 5,000 people
Oh my god.
not being able to shit for a week, people are like, well, I don't want to shit in my room,
Yeah.
so I'm going to go shit.
Yeah.
In Brett's room.
Yeah. In
I
the
feel like we
engineer.
solved the problem there.
Yeah.
Was Bev Killick on that cruise?
Bev has done a big old stanker in my room before as well. I've already said it on this podcast, and I will bring it up to her eventually, but I was like, can we go over some acting notes? She's like, she's a really good actor. And my favourite human in the world. She's like, oh, fuck. And we were in my room, she's like, oh, fuck, I just got to go to the toilet. I was like, as long as you don't do a shit, Beverly, mucking around, because who would do a shit in a 1x1 bedroom or 2x1?
Yeah.
And Bev, and I was like, she's been in there for 7 minutes. This can't be good. And then door open, she's like, blah, bloody hell, classic Bev. And then we're sitting down to do the dialogue, and I nailed the dialogue, and I was like, well, it can't be any harder than this ever, because I've just gotten through 3 pages of dialogue where my eyes are watering from how badly my room, and worst of all, outside of my room, like 2 turns, was a public toilet. It's like, just go. I fucking love you, Beverly. She came to my show the other night.
She
She's
did.
so
Oh my
nice.
God, that's brilliant.
She brought her own coat hanger. So what's the worst job you've ever had? Because that mustn't have been, that's got to be up there with one of your worst gigs, but what's the worst job you've ever had?
I worked for a company called Your Phone Bill.
That sounds awful.
Sounds like a scam.
Yeah. So basically what they did, they would go into businesses, and they would audit how many phone lines they had, and then see if they were spending any extra money that they could then save. But it was all basically doing a lot of telemarketing, because they were essentially a startup back in 2000, I guess.
It's like a call centre? Are you calling people?
I was the call center. It was me. And I had to call people and get their names and numbers, and and then we would send some literature, and then I would follow up.
Like a Stephen Hawking novel or something?
Exactly. Just some Harry Potter.
What do you think about this one? Chapter 2's pretty good.
You read Looking for Alibrandi? You'll never believe who I met.
Yeah. I've met one of the moles.
Yeah, she's a real bitch in real life.
Yeah. Wasn't hard for her to act that. I've never seen Looking at Brandy. I'm sure she's a bitch in that.
So what I was also doing at the time was I was going out every weekend and taking fistfuls of ecstasy.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Red
in
Mitsubishi's,
Sydney.
brother.
And just coming down like a bowl of cancer the next week. Like barely making it to Wednesday, and then finally getting good, and then
serotonin's
going out
back.
again.
That's important, isn't it?
Absolutely.
No, it's not.
So
MDMA's better.
So anyway, I was so bad at it. And also I had to speak to accounts payable people, and I don't know what happened to accounts payable people somewhere along the line, but somebody has hurt them.
What is accounts payable? I've never worked in
basically
offices.
just like in the finance team. They're cranky. People haven't paid on time. They're always constantly chasing invoices.
Their whole job is to get money off the cards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No,
So anyway, they're the meanest people, but also, fair play to them, because it is a shit job.
Yeah.
So anyway, I would call up, I'd have to ask for their details, and then once we'd send the literature, the Stephen Hawking, I would then call back and say, oh, hi, did you get the pamphlet that we've sent you? And also coming down like a bowl of cancer, and they didn't want to talk to me. And I remember this one, my hit rate was like ridiculous. It was so bad. Like they would literally, people would be hanging up on me.
Oh yeah, they're called slammers.
Slammers.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And so anyway, this one day, the 3 guys who ran the business, they all went out for coffee, And I was in the office on my own. I called this one woman and I said, oh, hi, I'm calling from your phone bill, which was also weird to say. Like, I'm calling from your phone bill. Like it just, like, people are like, what? You're calling from my phone? What are you talking about?
mean?
Oh, it's a company. It's a company called
Your
Phone Bill.
We ordered. And then anyway, so this woman, she just went, no, we do not want to talk to you. I do not know why you people keep trying to, contact us and get us to buy something.
She's talking about gays.
Exactly. Me people. I was representing the whole queer community.
Jeffrey Rush is like, don't worry, come this way. Young Laurence, I'll look after you.
Keep your socks to yourselves.
Keep your socks on your toes, not on your knob.
So I, got full of a bit of courage and I just said, well, why don't you go and fuck off, you dumb cunt? And then...
No one has ever done this before on the show. I love this.
And then slam the phone down. I was a slammer. So she didn't get in before I slammed the phone.
You can't hang up on me.
Exactly.
Was it old school phone where you could slam it?
Yeah. Like one of those plasticky ones that and it just sort of
Fuck you, Mom.
Like it was one of those ones where you would hit it and if you didn't get it properly, like it would go and like fall off. So I was like...
Did you?
Anyway, so she was off. She was off the line. But what I didn't realise was that we had sent her some literature that had our return phone number on it. Yes. So the next week...
Oh, dude, this sucks.
So the next week... Now, I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know whether she called back and was like, hey, BT Dubs... Your telemarketer just told me to get fucked.
And you can be like, oh, it's the other one. No, it's only you that works there.
There's only one.
Yeah. Or they were recording the phone calls because they all went out for coffee at the same time, which I thought was quite a weird thing because I think they were like going, oh, let's test him, see what he's like on his own. But if it was the fact that woman...
You're like, shut up, you dumb slut.
Yeah, I know. Like,
no one's here.
Like the door hadn't even clicked and I'm like, you're a fucking cunt.
You're a droopy asshole, you mole. Bye.
Ew.
I'm calling from your phone bill. Fuck off.
And your phone bill says, fuck you, cunt.
Fuck you dumb bitch.
Dude, that one rule was just like, you know what, Laurence is so lovely. Let's put on some recordings. You're a slut.
Going for the old ladies.
He was wearing a suit when he came in.
He was so delightful. It was like, he's had 13 Mitsubishis
Yeah, exactly.
on the weekend.
He's in a K-hole right now.
Why is Laurence's lips bleeding? Don't worry, put him on the phone. He can handle this.
So the next week, the guys were just like, I think it was at the end of my shift, and he just turned around and he went, so Laurence, we're going to have to let you go. And I went, yeah, probably best.
Did you? And you didn't ask why? Or you just knew?
He didn't give me any other reason. He just said, we're just going to have to let you go. But it was so close to the get fucked, you dumb fucking cunt.
It could be
that.
unrelated.
I still have no idea. Like, it could be that. Like, she could have fished whatever it was that we had sent her out of the bin and called up and said,
that's
hey.
absolutely
and
what
I was
happened.
like, well, that's viral marketing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I like
did you convert the sale? No.
Yeah. She's calling back. That's more than anyone else done.
I think I should continue this down
get a
this.
promotion.
Exactly.
Yeah. I should be running this whole business. I love the other thing. You're like, yeah, it's probably definitely that, but I don't really know. And then we ever chat to those guys, like, yeah, dude, the guy who was rocking up with a sock in fucking front of his budgie smugglers coming down on ecstasy, who was rude. Yeah, I reckon we hired him for being a shit cunt. They just hate your personality. You're like, damn it.
I don't know. I think I turned up for the interview in a suit, and they were like, well, we better put him on the phones.
Yeah, dude, you are so attractive. We're going to put you on the phones.
We're going to put you on the phones.
You've got a face for the
phones.
Yeah. But that's true. If you see someone in suits and glasses,
seemed professional.
Suits and glasses, straight away I'm like, this guy's smart. This guy's smart.
Oh,
Really
not suits.
not suits anymore, but suits back in the
Suits in
day.
the 2000s.
Suits in the 2000s.
Double-breasted suit in the 2000s.
Double-breasted. Oh my God, are you a
Chef's
gangster?
kiss. Yeah.
Well, fuck you off to the dogs, are you, mate? Got your white shoes on, pinstripes, green tie. Yeah, I've worn that before. Whatever, don't judge. YD.
I had like a maroon shirt and a matching maroon tie. That was
that's
the same.
stylish.
I know, yeah. I felt pretty hot.
There's no way this guy's going to tell a little old lady to fuck off, cunt.
I
You'd expect that from me. Yeah.
Guess again. Your phone bill. Funnily enough, they're not around anymore.
Oh, is it? Was this in the UK or was this in
No,
here?
this is in Australia.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that woman is, okay. If we can spare a thought for her, what an awful day she had.
She's dead.
She died that day.
Dead. Yeah.
She dropped dead.
A part of us all died that day.
Fuck off, cunt.
Fuck off.
I think I would
why don't you go and get fucked, you dumb cunt?
I felt, but sometimes
that
you're
on a
just
t-shirt.
furious, and that's okay. But you probably wouldn't be able to relate to this. But I was so angry this morning because I had an early flight back from Brisbane. But I was so angry that I felt like if someone got in my way, I was going to say, move. Like I would no manners left, no patience left. I was so frustrated. I also had to fly Jetstar, and I spoke about this in detail.
When you, because
on the Patreon.
Is this in your book?
No, but I might write a book about it.
I'm mucking Lee around because Pete James was the first person on who was staying with us, and Bron is never late. She's always on time. She's very good at everything and very good communicator as well.
Nice.
Sure.
And then when she was 10 minutes late, I was like, oh, there must have been some shit going down at the airport.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but I'm still Brett Blake and I do like winding up. So I was on the Instagram live like, hey guys, we're here, ready to set up. We're just waiting for Bron Lewis.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I was like 10 minutes late. And then I still had it on. I go to Pete James. I'm like, she's going to kill me. I have never been more scared in my entire life. But I knew something fucked must have happened because you're never late or whatever. I was like, well, this will be a fun wind up.
Yeah.
And then when she told us everything that happened, I was like trying to get to my phone to delete the story.
Did you
like, oh no, I've gone too far.
Do you know what I had to do because I was so cross? I had to walk. I walked into your house through your gate, and I pressed the doorbell, and then I realised the gate didn't click behind me. And I was like, I just saw red. I was like, it didn't fucking close. So I had to turn around and take deep breaths all the way back to the gate to close it. And then deep breaths all the way back. And you open the door and you're like, you're late. And I was like,
why don't you go and get fucked?
But I gave you a hug pretty quick because I knew you were in a bad mood.
If you came at me with
I knew. I was like, oh,
I would have burnt this fucking
I'm like,
place down.
you know I don't give a shit.
So what happened? Or have you already talked about it?
I flew Jetstar, and I talk about it in great detail on the Patreon.
Sorry.
But I did almost kill a woman.
Wow.
Man, you did the double as well, which is like I said on the Patreon. I fly like twice a fucking week. It's like part of my work. It's if you can get the Virgin or get something, I'm not fucking flying Qantas business. Just a little bit of comfort because I'm on a plane that much. But then Jetstar, which treat you like shit and they're rude to everyone who's on there and it sucks. And then you're in a shit seat and you're fucking... You had a 6 a.m. flight, which means you got to get up at 4 a.m. and you can't sleep if you've got a 4 a.m. flight. No. So you go to bed at 11. You're like, I've got to get up in 3 hours, and then you go, I hope I don't miss my alarm, and then you stay the whole night up.
You wake up like 50 times during the night to check.
I'm like, I cannot get on a plane before 11 anymore because I just can't sleep. It ruins the whole day.
I heard that Jetstar are the only ones that are on time, or they won't.
They were
because they cancel the ones that are 2 minutes late.
They were on time. They will give them that because it was the earliest flight I could get because I had to get back here for this podcast that I love to do so much, hang out with my best friends.
Absolutely.
But I was like, if they're late, I'll fuck up this whole thing. Because this is our last chance to record before Brady goes to Edinburgh. So I was like, if they are late, if Jetstar fucks me on this, I think I'll
do a murder.
Fucking lose it. And then they didn't. But I did see them fuck over other people on the way.
Wow.
Thankfully not me. I just got through and then almost killed a woman for being a dumb bitch. Okay?
Because I don't understand. Because Jetstar, there's no leg room. Like I said, we're not tall people. No. I'm right at the fucking.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd handle it.
You're fucked. Yeah. But I'm already touching the seat. And if someone yanked their chair back, you can't yank a chair back on Jetstar.
You cannot.
Unless it's international.
I don't know why they put. Yeah, they need to just say they need to.
Even on Virgin, I'm like, nah. Yeah, I feel bad.
You're not supposed to. I think in the UK they have a rule, like an unspoken rule. That
but
you
on Jetstar, can you actually move your...
You can.
Can you?
You shouldn't be.
I think in the UK on like EasyJet and Jetstar, you can't...
Physically.
Not Jetstar, EasyJet and Ryanair, you can't actually move it
back. I don't go back
room.
unless it's international and I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
But I did go back yesterday and I felt bad because it was, once again, I didn't book the flight. It was like a 7:30 flight, which means I'm up at fucking 4:30, ruined my night. had to have Valium to go to sleep, and I was still groggy. And I was like, I haven't slept. I need to sleep on this plane ride. And I was like, I always put my hand on the top so people know I'm about to do it. And then I look back and
well, your
Wait,
microphone's
what is that? So what is that supposed
they're kind
to
of
do?
like, I put my hand on the top so they can see that I'm trying to lean back slow. Because they might have,
because
if you hit the button and you do that, bang. If you hold it, you can kind of guide it slowly. People can go,
oh, we see what you're doing. Yeah.
I
understand.
I'm sorry,
but
I'm coming down like a gun. I'm sleeping. and then I
I
went
don't
to
care
sleep.
what your reason is. Do not put it back on a fucking
No, Jetstar, no, never.
Go fuck yourselves. Oh my God. Sorry.
They could save $90 if they got rid of those buttons.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melt them down, take them to the scrapyard.
Work that out. But Laurence.
Yes.
Now that you've been back from comedy.
Yes.
You're
back.
In and out. Okay, you had that awful gig.
Yeah.
Didn't you get nominated as well for Best Newcomer as well?
Yes, that was
You've
amazing.
done like 8 gigs and you've won 3 of them. Must be nice.
It truly is. It's actually.
I tell you what, you didn't
so
win.
nice.
The accolades from Looking from Alabrandy.
That's right.
Love and respect.
Yeah.
Best telecommunicator that month.
Lost all the friendships there. So you had 15 years off after that.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah, give or take.
And then you came back into it, and then you've been like some weeks on, some weeks off, whatever. In the time that you've done comedy since being back, what do you think is the worst gig you've had since then, or have you had none?
Oh, look, those early gigs, they're definitely the late. Well, actually, it was actually at Dirty Secrets. Are we allowed to say? Dirty Secrets.
This is great promo for them.
No one else. They really
No one
are.
else is plugging them.
I guess I'm not going to be getting on there anytime soon.
No,
but-
when I start my new shows again, I go to Dirty Secrets. I don't give a fuck.
So it was actually the first gig that I did. Well, no. Oh no, actually, no. The first. So Voltaire was like one of the first gigs that I did.
Hard.
That's
it's really good at the moment. It's been sold out for weeks.
Really?
In a row. It's crazy.
Okay.
I went there and it was like 80
What
people, and I was
night?
like, on Sunday.
Okay.
I remember, like, the way that I always think about comedy is like, it's like going to the gym. If you don't go for a couple of weeks
Yeah.
and you go in there and you try and do a deadlift, you're going to fuck your back.
Yeah.
And I remember going to Voltaire once to
Fuck you back.
essentially do a deadlift.
Yeah.
And I can remember someone was taking photos like on a professional camera, and I could just
Another documentarian.
another fucking
God,
documentarian.
it was a paparazzi were in the bloody bit.
You're close.
Well, Chris Martin was here last week.
God.
Yeah, Chris Martin was at the gig.
Exactly, yes.
And then you're there the next week. Fuck you.
Holy shit, it really is. I could just hear the aperture like clicking, and it was just deathly. And it wasn't empty. There were just some really unfun people in the audience, and
Was everyone bombing?
no, which was really annoying.
Awful, yeah.
And like, you just like, and then again, that was another moment where I walked out going, oh, I don't think I was into the final of fucking Raw Comedy in Victoria.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the other comics saying, so is that the first time you've done comedy? And I was like, I've met you before.
I've met you heaps of times.
Fine, and you've seen me perform, and I'm also in the final of Raw Comedy in Victoria.
I think that's another thing.
And you want to do it is go like, I'm actually in the final.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And,
I think that's one thing that you and I bonded over is that when we started in the open mic scene, is that no one ever remembered us.
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So you'd got.
I barely remembered you.
But the thing is, is open mic comedy, there's like 80 dudes.
Yeah.
You know, but to not remember you because you're probably the only chick there with red hair.
Well, yeah. So I remember this one guy in Sydney, Ian McEwen. Is that his name? Ian something?
Whatever.
Who cares? Anyway, he lives in Sydney now, but he was started in.
I know exactly.
Yeah, I think I know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, so he started here, and I remember meeting Voltaire, and meeting him a bunch of times at Voltaire.
Yeah.
And then doing a...
Maybe he was negging you. Maybe he wanted to fuck you.
No, I don't think so. Yucky. But,
Absolutely,
and then I did a gig, it was like across from the Queen Vic Markets. There's a taco place, and it was...
Oh, yeah, I've done that one.
God.
I've done that
Where
one.
are these? I know that one. Yeah,
It was
yeah,
outside.
Oh my God.
Dude, I was trying to
outside.
get on that one.
It was hell, and it was, there were people there having dinner. So it was it was in the courtyard of this Mexican restaurant.
Yes.
And no one there, and it was like cheap taco night, also comedy. But the comedy wasn't
this
like
outdoor entertainment.
Yeah.
People having a good time needs me talking.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But the comedy wasn't promoted. It was just
No.
the cheap tacos.
Yeah.
So the courtyard was full, and it was like people.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some grandparents with their grandkids there, and it was there was kids. It was early in the night, like 7:30 p.m., and there were people coming up being like, "Yeah, so." I was just like flogging myself, and then my mum.
I was just
and
jacking my dick.
exactly. Like,
Just jacking my
pardon?
dick in my room.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was run by two hosts, one of them being Ian and another lady, but they were both low energy and they both were just sitting down. And I was
Well,
trying
they're carb
to-
overload from all the bloody tacos.
They both sat down, they
Get
co-hosted
a coat hanger for
it.
that toilet.
The vibe was so bad, and I got up and I was doing new stuff, and because I was learning from comedians because I was
Yeah.
so new. I was learning as I was going along, so I was watching what everyone else was doing, and people like established comedians were going with notebooks and they would put them on the stage or on a
Yeah.
little thing, and they'd kind of go through the new stuff. And because it was all new things, I had a little set list on stage with me. And I said my jokes, and did it go well? No, it didn't. And I was like, of course not. And then I left, but I'd accidentally left the set list there. And then this guy, one of the hosts, he picked up this set list.
Well, this is funny.
And he starts
Imagine reading out someone
off-
else's set list.
Yeah, reading out my set list. What? No one would have known. What is that about? And then they both were laughing about my set list.
But he referenced you and said, "Oh, this is she
bronze.
left."
Yeah, this
right.
is bronze. And so,
Everyone's set list insane. Like, someone took a photo of mine the other day. It's like fucking AIDS, boy. You know, the correct. No, it's not
just
AIDS,
funny
but
things, Laurence. Funny things. You wouldn't get it.
come and shit or whatever the fuck it is. My one's
Sorry.
crook as fuck.
And so I was like stinging from the. Sorry. Yeah.
We're on to recording number 3 for the day, guys. You can really tell Brett's ready for Europe.
So not only was I like stinging, like everything stung from like a really awful gig, but then I was being humiliated in front of people, and I had to be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're right. It's a
Yeah.
silly idea. I can't believe what I was thinking. And then, so I'd met him all these times at Voltaire. He'd rinsed me in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And then I saw him in Queensland, maybe like 6 months later. And I said, "Oh, hi, Ian." And he went, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And then he just kept talking to someone.
God.
And I just stood there. I was like, well, that was embarrassing. And then I said, "So you in town?
Oh
You
no.
in town for long or?" And he looked at me again and he went, "Sorry, do I know you?"
Oh,
And I went,
So many notches on the bedpost, mate. As if he's going to remember a bloody another scragger. Hey, am I right, lads? Am I right? Hey,
so annoyed. I was like, "Yes, we've
What
met
number
like
are you? 297,
6
294?
times." Oh, it was so.
but why do you think why do you think that those?
You
Like,
can't-
what is it
you
about those comedians that
you-
feel like they need to do that? Like, is it because they're
But
just such
I
fucking
feel like
nerds
I
at
feel like you
school
can't
that they've-
judge the general population and how people behave based on men at open mics, because they are the worst of the worst. Besides me, I'm a feminist,
Absolutely.
and don't do open mics either. Always
just makes
paid.
fun of AIDS?
Yeah,
Make fun
they
of
go,
it.
yeah.
But they get like a little bit of power, or like the power that comes from laughter, from a little bit of laughter. Or like that's the other thing, when they walk off stage and they go crushed, and you're like, you played to all
The
of
back
your
of the
friends
room.
at the back,
Well, yeah.
and no one else laughed. I don't.
But this is why I think it's a disservice to them, because they just perform
Oh,
to the back of the
absolutely.
room and no one else thinks it's funny, and then they go, "I'm doing really well," and then all of those people tell people from other rooms, "Dude, you should put him on. He's so funny.
Yeah.
He's so funny," and then he gets
did
put on a
something weird.
catfish, and no one laughs. He just
Yeah.
bombs, and he's like, "What? This stuff about having sex with my nan
Yeah.
crushes at the Voltaire."
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that
no one
audience was a
does it.
bit weird. I didn't notice it.
The audience was a bit weird.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, there's so many variables, isn't there?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's when you go in the night. Sometimes it's what night it is. Oh,
Yes, yeah.
oh, what is the MC good? No, you were just fucking shit.
if you
Sucked
share,
in.
it's you.
It's the best.
I mean, yeah.
Except on a cruise ship.
Except on a cruise ship or any gig that I've done badly. I'm still the king. I know Ozzy Bosbourne's passed away today, but R.I.P. I'm the other king. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sampang.
Sam Bang, I love you, Sam Bang. Please come back on the podcast.
So, Laurence, we're going to have to wrap it up.
Yes.
But Thank you so much for
Oh my
coming
God,
on.
thanks
and
for having
are
me.
you doing a new show next year?
I am, yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Absolutely.
All right, awesome. Because your show this year was brilliant. It was all about
thank you.
how much you loved Rock Eisteddfod and how much you loved performing, even though you grew up as a gay man in a tiny country town, and how incongruous that was.
And finally
Such
getting
a
to
good
do
show.
it was really fun.
Yeah.
I got to actually, like, because I really loved Rock Eisteddfod, and I always wanted to do the girls' part in the show, like, because it was boys appropriate, like you were a tree or something. Like, it was really quite, there was no dancing for the boys. So at the end of the show, I did the girls dance that I wanted to do, and I had the video from the actual,
it was
like,
so
it
good.
was
really,
yeah, had it all
That's
on stage.
awesome.
Yeah, I was, and I even had the I even had the video of me in the unitard with the modesty shorts.
It was so
a
fun.
Love, dude. That's what a great like wraparound. Like, this is what I wanted to do when I was younger.
Totally.
And guess what?
And here I
now
am.
you've paid $30 to see this.
No. What the thing was that was really weird was that nobody, like, rarely did anyone say, "Oh yeah, I did Rock Eisteddfod." Excuse me, I am talking.
So sorry. I didn't want to.
Yeah, my God, what are you
want to-
allergic to?
sorry
All the
about
flowers I got behind you? They're
AIDS.
natives. Natives.
You shut up, you fucking cunt.
Sorry.
Listen here, you bitch. No, I'm
I'll
so
hang
sorry.
up on you. So yeah, anyway,
You
it was
said the same,
amazing.
but
It was a
people
great
people
show.
doing it very rarely. People at Rock Eisteddfod.
Yeah, like, but Rock Eisteddfod was huge. Like, it went for years and years and years, and very rarely did anyone go, "Oh yeah, no, I did Rock Eisteddfod." I was like, so if you're out there, please get in touch.
Oh man, I remember Rock Eisteddfod. I wasn't in that.
No, you're not a gay.
No.
Everyone was too
Oh,
cool.
man.
Everyone was like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "Oh my god!" I thought Rock Eisteddfod was the coolest thing ever. I don't
Yeah.
think
No, it was all the girls loved it, and then you were like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck is this shit?" And you just see chicks dancing around all year, like, "What are they on about?" And then they used to force you to sit in the fucking in the basketball court while a bunch of subpar dancers would sing like, and it would always be like it'd be like Michael Jackson's Thriller, the glass smashes, like, and then it would like cut to a complete song like, "Baby, you're a fire." It was always a mashup of 8 songs really badly, and just people who should not be doing those dance
Yeah,
moves.
totally.
And we're like,
Yeah.
how much longer? I just want to go kick a football.
This is the
Like,
best.
wait, Nicole's coming. Nicole's coming. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I love Rock Eisteddfod.
Who's that guy
I've
in
got a
the
big old
unitard?
shiv. Yeah. I've lost my erection. Get him
Yeah,
back off.
absolutely. So is he. Oh, I never had it, but does he have a dick? Is that
It's
a
a
girl?
grower.
Oh my
It's a
god,
grower.
it's a fucking grower.
So, Laurence, how do people find you on Instagram?
Instagram at Lozdriz comedy.
Lozdriz at comedy.
Lozdriz comedy.
Lozdriz
I'm also
comedy.
on TikTok, but I feel like such a boomer doing a TikTok.
Yeah, I hate
No one's
TikTok.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
just do stuff on Instagram and then
Instagram.
transfer it
It's
to
same,
yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Lozdriz comedy.
Yes.
Check all that out. If you haven't seen Laurence perform, go do it. It's an absolute bloody delight. And you might even get a little look at that little penis of his. But remember,
It's a grower.
It's a grower. Man, I've been
hell.
saying that for years. Unfortunately, it's neither a grower or shower for me. But anyway,
God.
whatever.
gonna
Oh,
be
no,
the-
I'm so
is this
sorry.
what- is this what
I'm
it's
so
gonna
sorry.
be?
It's been a long day of day drinking, and I'm here.
Sorry.
Oh, but
Aussies do.
guys, thank you very much for joining us. If you're not already in the Patreon, make sure you do so. It's only $5 a month, and you're supporting the podcast. Just remember, if you can't do that, there's some other things you can do to help us out, like give us a 5-star review, or jump onto our YouTube and hit that subscribe button, and check out all the videos and bonus content we got. Thank you very much for joining
Thanks
us.
so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
I've been fired from a lot of places. I've been fired from so many places.
I went into the class one day, real bullets. Kill me.